my dear students. I'm back with another video on Guru Arjan Dev Ji. We had talked about his early life and contribution towards the development of the Sikh Panth, and now today we'll talk about his martyrdom. Why Guru was martyred, how was Guru martyred, and what is the significance of his martyrdom. So let's start with the causes, how Guru was martyred, and what was the significance or the impact. Let's begin. Number one reason is the fanaticism of Jahangir. Number two, development of the Sikh Panth. Number three, enmity of the Prithya Chand. Four, enmity of Chandu Shah, opposition of Naqshbandis, compilation of Adi Granth Sahib, and help to the revolting son of Jahangir, Prince Khusro. राइट सो ये सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जिनके वजह से गुरु अर्जन देव जी को शहीद कर दिया गया था. सो वील स्टार्ट टेकिंग अप दीज कॉजेज वन बाय वन. Right. Number one is the fanaticism of the the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Just hold on. Right. See, after the death of Akbar, now the next Mughal ruler is Jahangir. But Jahangir was not as secular as Akbar. In fact, his fanaticism became the main reason for the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Right, so I told you in 1605, after the death of Akbar, he ascended the throne, and he was a fanatic Sunni Muslim. And he could not bear any other religion other than Islam. Right now, in his book, in his autobiography, that is Tuzak-e-Jahangiri, he writes. Now, this is really, really important because whenever we talk about the viewpoint of the various historians on the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, we are given a lot of options that J.N. Sarkar says that he established a state within a state. So then in that way, when we have to understand that why Guru was martyred, the paragraph or this kind of sayings from Tuzak-e-Jahangiri becomes very important, because this shows that the single most factor of the martyrdom of Guru was the religious factor. So he wrote in his book, in Goindval, on the bank of river in Beas, lived a Hindu named as Arjan in the garb of Peer or a Sheikh. By his ways and manners, he captured the fancy of many of the simple-hearted Hindus and even many ignorant Muslims. He had loudly sounded the drum of being a Peer or a holy person. They called him a Guru, and from all sides, innocent and foolish people crowded to manifest their complete faith in him. For 3 or 4 generations, they have kept their shop warm. Many times I thought of putting a stop to this vain affair or to bring him to Islam. So this is what Jahangir has written in his autobiography कि गोइंदवाल जो ब्यास रिवर के पास है, वहाँ पे एक हिंदू रहते हैं अर्जन, जो अपने आप को पीर कहते हैं. अपने वेज और मैनर से उसने बड़े सारे हिंदूज एंड मुस्लिम्स को अपने पीछे लगाया हुआ है, एंड वो बार बार जो है अपने आप को होली पर्सन कहता है, एंड फुलिश एंड इनोसेंट पीपल जो है वो उसमें फेथ दिखाते हैं. 3-4 जनरेशन से जो है ये धर्म का काम जो है चल रहा है, लेकिन मेरे मन में कई दफ़ा आया टू पुट अ स्टॉप टू दिस वेन अफेयर और टू ब्रिंग हिम टू इस्लाम. So single most factor behind the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the fanaticism of Jahangir. Okay, number 2 is the development of the Sikh Panth. Now you're very much aware, because in my previous video we talked in a great detail that whatever was the contribution of Guru Arjan Dev Ji towards the development of Sikh Panth. See, number 1, there was construction of Harmandir Sahib, establishment of cities like Tarn Taran, Kartarpur, Hargobindpur. Right, so that means Sikhism was now progressing at a very fast speed. Then we talked about the Masand system. That also played a very important role in the development of Sikhism. Now the treasury of the Guru was fixed. The money was spent for the development work of the Sikh Panth. And to add to this, Guru Arjan Dev Ji also gave the concept of Daswant, which meant that every Sikh must contribute 1/10 of his income towards the development of the Sikh Panth. Now, in order to make Sikh financially strong, Guru Arjan Dev Ji also started the horse trade with the Arab countries. Then the compilation of the Guru Granth Sahib also helped in propagating Sikhism. So the followers of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they started calling him as the Sache Padshah. The word Sache Padshah means the true king, right? So this was the second reason. Now third. So we have done two important reasons. We have done the fanaticism of Jahangir, and number two, the development of Sikhism. Now number three is the enmity of the Prithya Chand. Now we all know that who was Prithya Chand. I again talked about it in detail in my previous video. Now Prithya Chand was the elder brother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. He was greedy, selfish. So Guru Ram Das Ji appointed Arjan Dev as the next Guru. Now because Prithya was the elder son, so he could not tolerate that Gurgaddi had passed on to somebody else. So what did he did? He started opposing Guru Arjan Dev Ji openly. He collected money from the Masand, use it for the personal use, and he also tried to popularize his own compositions, naming them as those of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Now, later, he was also happy because Guru did not have any issue. So he thought that after the death of Guru, his son Meherban would succeed him. But when in 1595 AD, Guru Arjan Dev Ji's wife, Mata Ganga Devi, gave birth to their son Har Gobind, all his hopes were dashed to the ground. So this way, you can see that somewhere down the line, the enmity of Prithya Chand also was an important factor towards the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. In fact, I just want to quote it from your particular book. He says, he held now he actually instigated the Mughal officials and the courtiers against Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and he continued doing it towards the end of his life. Now, one important fact is that Prithya Chand had already died before Guru Arjan Dev Ji was martyred, but whatever he could, prepare the soil for this martyrdom, he had done during his lifetime. Right now, the other is enmity of Chandu Shah. So, not only enmity of Prithya Chand was one of the reason for his martyrdom, but even the enmity of Chandu Shah. Now, who was Chandu Shah and what problem did he have with the Guru? Now, one, he was the Diwan of Lahore, and he is also believed to be responsible for his execution, right? One, because he wanted to marry his daughter to Guru Har Gobind, son of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, but Guru refused. Now, there is a much more detail on this, which we normally teach to students of history, that although I will just add a little thing in here, because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ मुझे पता है और मैं नहीं बता पा रही हूँ. So I feel that नहीं, I need to add little more in it. Actually, the sources talk about this in a particular way. They say that it's not that Guru Arjan Dev Ji initially, when Chandu Shah started looking for some match for his daughter, people had recommended Guru Har Gobind Ji, but Chandu Shah had said कि मैं अपनी बेटी का विवाह जो है किसी फकीर के साथ नहीं करूँगा. अब 1 साल हो गया, काफ़ी जो है वो ढूंढते रहे. जब उनको नहीं कोई मिला, तब उन्होंने गुरु हरगोबिंद जी का जो विवाह की बात की. तब गुरु अर्जन देव जी ने अपने फॉलोअर्स के कहने पर, अपने सिख फॉलोअर्स के कहने पर जो है उनको मना कर दिया कि पहले उन्होंने जो है क्यों इस तरीके से फ़कीरी की बात की. सो ऐसी कुछ historical sources जो हैं, they also mention something like this about it. But yes, it is important that Guru did refuse to Chandu Shah, and thereafter Chandu Shah became the bitterest enemy of Guru. He started poisoning the ears of Jahangir, who had become hostile on account of Guru's popularity. Now, Jahangir, after how Chandu Shah was kind of poisoning the ears of Jahangir, so obviously he was compelled to take several steps against the Guru. राइट. देन इज़ द ऑपोजिशन ऑफ द नक्शबंदी. हम लोगों ने बच्चे नक्शबंदी के बारे में जब भी मैं आपको बताती हूँ तो मैं कहती हूँ कि नक्शबंदी जो है एक ऐसा सेक्ट था जहाँ पर बड़े कट्टर मुसलमान थे, और वो जो है कुरान के ऑनर में और कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस में वो बहुत ज़्यादा बिलीव करते थे. Now, Naqshbandi, where does my pointer go at time that creates a problem? Okay, it's here. Now, Naqshbandi played a very important role in the martyrdom, and this sect was started by fanatic Muslim with the headquarters at Sarhand. Now, थोड़ा सा मैं आपको इसमें एक और चीज़ ऐड करना चाहूँगी. If you can just give me some time. All right. Now, I will just tell you that even during the time of Akbar, now it's written that disgusted by the Akbar's policy of liberalizing Islam and of toleration, the Naqshbandi had started a movement against the religious beliefs of the Hindu and the Sikh. Right now, they had declared, in fact, the followers of Naqshbandi declared that all the concessions given by Mughal Emperor Akbar to Hindus were against Islam. Right now, the sect was, however, very angry to see how the power of the Sikh, the influence of the power of the Sikh was increasing in Punjab. So Sheikh Ahmad Sarhandi, the leader of this Naqshbandi, had a great influence in Mughal Darbar. So he instigated Jahangir against Guru. I just got to meet a very important, renowned historian this time in a Punjabi university, Dr. Gurmeet Singh, and he is a retired Punjabi professor from Punjabi University. I was just buying books for this particular slide from Punjabi University. So he gave a very beautiful, introduction to these religious studies. He said that every religion has two aspects. Now, one is, which is taken from the folklore, the stories, and that particular part is taken to glorify the religion. And the other part is the theoretical part, the logical part. And the logical part is what these historians, be it Fauja Singh, Teja Singh, Kushwant Singh, they take into account that whatever sources are there, right? So yes, this is true that the Naqshbandis instigated Jahangir against Guru, and in that context, in Sir's context, that every religion, which I told you, one, they have the glorifying thing, which is glorified by these stories, and the other is, as I told you, the factual one. Now, Dr. Fauja Singh, now he writes, to Jahangir, even a slightest concession to the Naqshbandis. To Naqshbandis, even a slight concession to Hindus was an act of hostility to Islam. They preach that glory of Islam consists in the humiliation of the infidelity and the infidels. And anyone who held an infidel in esteem caused humiliation to Islam. यानी कि जो इस्लाम में बिलीव नहीं करते, अगर आप उनको जो है ऑनर करते हो, दैट मीन्स आप इस्लाम को ह्यूमिलेट कर रहे हो. सो कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे ये भी एक कारण बना गुरु के मार्टरडम का, बिकॉज इन लोगों ने जो है इंस्टिगेट किया. Then is compilation of Adi Granth. Now, compilation of Adi Granth was again another reason. The opponents of the Guru, चाहे वो पृथ्या चंद है, चाहे वो Muslims of the Goindval है, या चंदू शाह है, they all complained to Jahangir saying that Guru Granth Sahib में कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें जो लिखी गई हैं जो इस्लाम के खिलाफ है. So Jahangir जो है, he instructed Guru Arjan Dev ji to remove all these anti-Islamic points from Guru Granth Sahib. लेकिन Guru Arjan Dev ji ने कहा कि गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब डज नॉट कंटेन एनीथिंग अगेंस्ट इस्लाम. इनफैक्ट बच्चे यहाँ तो मुझे लगता है कि गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, जब हम लोग इसका, अगेन आई हैव अ डिटेल्ड वीडियो ऑन गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब एज वेल, सो यू विल सी दैट इट कंटेन्स द वर्सेस नॉट ओनली ऑफ द सिख गुरुज बट ऑल्सो ऑफ द सेंट्स ऑफ द हिंदू भक्ति सेंट्स एंड द मुस्लिम्स, द लिबरल स्कूल ऑफ इस्लाम, दैट इज सूफिज्म. सो गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब gives you an example where the hymns for in the praise of the God has been written, and of different religions have been compiled in Guru Granth Sahib. Right. Now, this is the last reason which is thought to be the cause for the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Now, this is the particular picture I came across in one of the books I was reading. Although बच्चे Sikhism में तिलक लगाना जो है बिल्कुल सही नहीं है. So I started kind of researching that why is this picture in that book? Yes, it is there because Jahangir in his book Tuzak-e-Jahangiri has mentioned about this, right? Now, it is said that that Guru gave help to Prince Khusro, and that became the immediate cause of Guru Arjan Dev Ji's martyrdom. Who was Prince Khusro? He was the eldest son of Jahangir. He revolted against his father. When the Mughal forces tried to arrest him, he ran to Punjab. On reaching Punjab, Khusro came to Tarn Taran to seek Guru Arjan Dev Ji's blessing. Now, here there are a lot of different views. Again, I will talk about the logical aspect. Now, one, as I told you, बच्चे तिलक की बात जो है वैसे तो सिख मर्यादा में नहीं है, लेकिन तुज़क ए जहांगीरी में जहांगीर खुद कहते हैं कि गुरु put a saffron mark which the Indians call tilak on his forehead and is considered to be a good omen. Mohsen Fani. Now, Mohsen Fani, jo hai, he's a great author. He's written Dabastan-e-Mazahib, and he was the contemporary of Guru Har Gobind Ji also. Now, he says that Guru offered prayers for the success of the Khusro. Now, Macluff, another European historian, he says that moved by the compassion, Guru only gave few thousand rupees to the unfortunate prince for his expense to flee to Kabul. So, kahin na kahin bache, while I was reading the Sikhpedia and the Sikh stories on this, they also say that agar Guru ne Khusro ko help kiya, kahin na kahin Guru also felt that how the Mughal emperors had been with the Sikh Gurus, he did it out of love for these Mughal emperors, right? Now, ji, imposition of the fine. Now, it is said that Jahangir, who had long been thinking of making some strong action against Guru, now he formed a good excuse. He confiscated all the property of Guru and handed over to the Mughal official Murtaza Khan, right? And he said, okay, now the Guru is to pay a fine of 2 lakh rupees as a punishment. Now, Guru, what he says is that he does not have so much of money. He says, even if I have the money which has been given to me by my disciples, that is not my personal property. That money is not to be supposed to be spent on me, but that money is for the service of the poor, strangers, orphans, and not for paying any fine to the government. So thereafter, Emperor ordered that Guru be put to death with torture. Halaki bache, Muslim saint Mia Mir, he offered to intercede on behalf of Guru, but the latter refused. So, according to Sikh traditions, the followers also tried to collect some money, but Guru refused to take any money from them. Right. So, on Jahangir's order, Guru Arjan Dev Ji was arrested on 24th of May 1606 and brought to Lahore, right? यहाँ तक कि हमने थोड़ा सा जो है points revise किए थे, जैसे the Muslim Sufi saint Mia Mir, he requested Jahangir to spare Guru's life, but Jahangir did not agree. And then I told you about that Guru Arjan Dev Ji was asked to pay a fine of 2 lakh rupees for sparing his life. He refused to pay so, and as a result, now either Guru had to embrace Islam or embrace martyrdom. But Guru was ready to be martyred. Right, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, I have these pictures if I'm just speaking, and I'll just show it to you. The very first picture shows that Guru agreed to sit on the boiling hot pan, right? And he accepted this as the hukam of his God, and a hot oil and sand was poured on his body. So these are the pictures which actually convey how Guru was martyred, right? So Guruji was made to sit in a vessel of boiling water. Then Guruji was made to sit on the hot iron bars, and hot sand was thrown on his naked body, right? Guru Arjan Dev Ji bore all the tortures cheerfully by uttering the following verse: whatever you ordain appears sweet, I supplicate for the gift of now. Thus, Guru Arjan Dev Ji immersed in the eternal light on 30th May 1606 AD at Lahore. Now, this is about the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, why he was martyred, how he was martyred, and the third aspect of this answer is the significance of his martyrdom. Now, what are the various points? One, it is a turning point in the history of the Sikh, unity among the Sikh, beginning of the hostilities between the Sikh and the Mughals, opening of the chapter of prosecution of the Sikh, Sikhism became more popular, adoption of the new policy by Guru Hargobind Ji. So number one, it was a turning point in the history of the Sikh. Now, why do we call it as a turning point? Because till now, the Mughals and the Gurus enjoyed cordial relations. Till now, the development of the Sikh faith was very peaceful. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his successors had been preaching the qualities of humility, love, peace, and principle of universal brotherhood. But the tragic death of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, says Professor Teja Singh, convinced the Sikh that now they must arm themselves and fight if they wanted to live with honor. So the followers of the Guru, besides striving for the spiritual progress, now began to prepare themselves physically to defend their religion and their homes against the Mughal tyrant. So number one thing is that it was a turning point in the history of the Sikh. That is very, very important. Number two is the unity among the Sikh. Right now, martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji infused the much spirit of unity between them. They felt the need for joining their hands in order to put an end to the tyrannical rule of the Mughals, right? So it created a glorious tradition in the Sikh history, and undoubtedly it goes to the credit of the Sikh Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Then is the beginning of hostilities between the Sikh and the Mughals. ये जो मार्टरडम का सिनेरियो है, it did not end here. In fact, this tragic incident, it actually signified that the days of Mughal toleration were over, right? The Mughal rulers like Babur, Humayun, Akbar, they had not interfered in the development of the Sikh religion and community, in fact had helped them. But now it was clear that state would not inactively watch the progress of the Sikh church. It might use its powers and resources to suppress the Sikh even more vigorously. Now, as the eminent historian Dr. Indu Bhushan Banerjee remarks, a struggle was thus becoming more or less inevitable, and it openly broke out under Guru Arjan Dev Ji and successor Guru Hargobind. Right? Then number four is the opening of the chapter of prosecution. That it just started the chapter of prosecution. The execution of Guru Arjan Dev Ji marks the opening of the chapter of suppression, prosecution. There was irreparable breach between the two parties, right? Now this did not end here. It just began. We'll be talking in the later chapters about this. Now, the hatred of the Mughals for the Sikh continued. Now, Guru Arjan Dev Ji ke execution ke baad, Guru Hargobind Ji was arrested and imprisoned in the fort of Gwalior. During the time of the next Mughal ruler Shah Jahan, Guru Hargobind Ji had to fight defensive battles against the Mughal. Now, during the time of Aurangzeb, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was sacrificed. Afterwards, during the time of Aurangzeb, the two sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji were bricked alive, and his two sons gave their sacrifice for their faith in the battle of Chamkaur Sahib. So this era of prosecution just had begun, and it continued till Banda Singh Bahadur as well. Now, the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji had to give her life in imprisonment at Sarhand. Banda Bahadur fought bravely against the Mughal oppression, but he was captured along with his 7 740 followers and he was brutally executed. And this kind of continued even from 1716 to 1748 under the Mughal governors Abu Samad Khan, Zakaria Khan, Yahya Khan, Mir Manu. Will be talking in much more details about this. So this chapter of prosecution now just opened and it was to just be there. Now, most important, Sikhism became very popular. The martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji made Sikhism even more popular. The sacrifice of the Guru for a noble cause deepened the faith of the Sikh in their religion and in their Gurus. Unmindful of the wrath of the Mughal government, they came forward as the champions of their faith and lent their full support to the new master, Guru Har Gobind. Now, Khushwant Singh says Arjan's blood became the seed of the Sikh church as well as the Punjabi nation. Last but not the least, adoption of the new policy by Guru Har Gobind. Finally, बच्चे अब अगले गुरु जो आते हैं, sixth Guru, we'll be talking in your other semester about the Guru Har Gobind Ji, that the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji led Guru Har Gobind to make some changes in the character of the Sikhism. He realized that times have changed. If the Sikh religion was to survive, he must convert the pious Sikh into saint soldiers. So, Guru Har Gobind Ji assumed the role of a spiritual as well as the temporal leader of their followers. Right? So, this is what you can talk about. Now, there are few historians who also talk about that martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji also led to the establishment of an independent Sikh state. Right? Now, if I talk about that, they say that all these things that are talked about, Banda Singh Bahadur, then how Dal Khalsa was formed or the missiles were formed. So they say that ultimately Mughals were compelled to leave Punjab in 1752, and afterwards the similar lesson was also taught to the Afghans. In fact, this struggle of Sikh continued till Maharaja Ranjit Singh was able to establish an independent Sikh state in Punjab. So obviously, if I may conclude by saying that martyrdom of the fifth Guru provided to the Sikh movement a new turn and a new direction. So this is all that I have for you. But before I leave, let me just take your 2 minutes more just to give you a final revision of what we have done. Right? So we were doing the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. There are these 7 reasons. Number 1, fanaticism of Jahangir, development of Sikh Panth, enmity of Prithya Chand, Chandu Shah, opposition of Naqshbandi, compilation of Adi Granth, and help to Jahangir's son, प्रिंस खुसरो. राइट? सो नंबर 1 कारण है बच्चे जहांगीर का फनेटिसिज्म, जो उन्होंने अपनी किताब तुज़क ए जहांगीरी में भी इसको बयान किया है. दूसरा है डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द सिख पंथ. बहुत सारी सिटीज़ बन गई, मसन सिस्टम का आना, ट्रेड, horse trade का establish करना with the Arab countries, compilation of the Guru Granth Sahib. All this led to the development of the Sikh Panth, and this was not to the liking of the new Emperor Jahangir. Right? And even because the Sikh followers started calling Guru Arjan Dev Ji as the Sache Pacha or the true king. Then is the enmity of Prithya Chand. मैंने आपको बताया था कि Prithya Chand Guru Arjan Dev Ji के बड़े भाई थे. अब क्योंकि गुरगद्दी उन्हें नहीं मिली, he started opposing. उन्होंने गुरु अर्जन देव जी के नाम पर अपनी कॉम्पोजिशन लगते थे, लेकिन बाद में उनको ऐसे लगा कि शायद गुरु के अपने कोई बेटे नहीं हैं. सो उनको लगा कि गुरु के डेथ के बाद शायद पृथ्या चंद का बेटा मेहरबान अगला गुरु बनेगा. लेकिन 1595 में जब गुरु अर्जन देव जी के घर जो है गुरु हरगोबिंद जी ने जन्म दिया, तो उसका पूरी होप्स जो है दे वर डैश टू ग्राउंड, एंड ही स्टार्टेड पॉइजनिंग द ईयर्स ऑफ जहांगीर. कुछ ऐसी ही कहानी चंदू शाह की है. चंदू शाह जो लाहौर के दीवान थे, ही वांटेड टू मैरी हिज डॉटर टू गुरु हरगोबिंद जी. जब गुरु अर्जन देव जी ने इसको मना कर दिया, उन्होंने भी जो है he started poisoning the ears of Jahangir, and Jahangir was impelled to take several steps against the Guru. नक्शबंदियों के बारे में मैंने बात किया बच्चे। नक्शबंदी जो है ये एक ऐसा सेक्ट था जो फनेटिक मुस्लिम्स का था। उनके हेडक्वार्टर सरहंद में थे। उनके लीडर का नाम शेख अहमद सरहंदी था। तो ये लोग ये मानते थे कि अकबर के टाइम पे जो उनकी एक सेकुलर अप्रोच थी, दे वर अगेंस्ट दैट। सो दे फेल्ट दैट एनी काइंड ऑफ हेल्प गिवन टू द इन्फिडल्स, जो नॉन मुस्लिम्स है, दैट इज़ एन इंसल्ट टू इस्लाम। सो दे इंस्टिगेटेड जहांगीर अगेंस्ट द गुरु, एंड देन वी डिड द compilation, because जितने भी गुरु के ओपोनेंट्स थे, दे स्टार्टेड टेलिंग जहांगीर दैट गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब में कुछ ऐसी थिंग्स हैं जो इस्लाम के खिलाफ है। जब उन्होंने गुरु अर्जन देव जी को ये बोला कि आप इसको जो है ये सारा कुछ काटो यहाँ से, तो गुरु अर्जन देव जी ने कह दिया कि मैं कुछ भी यहाँ पर इस्लाम के अगेंस्ट नहीं लिखा, सो मैं कुछ भी यहाँ से नहीं काटने वाला हूँ। ठीक है। देन इज़ द गुरुज अलेजेड सपोर्ट टू प्रिंस खुसरव। देखो मैंने आपको बहुत सारे बताया मोहसिन फ़ानी के बारे में कि उनका ये मानना था कि उन्होंने जो है सिर्फ उनको एज अ कंपैशन के तौर पर जो है, लेट मी जस्ट काइंड ऑफ वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट अबाउट द विच हिस्टोरियन सेड दैट। ठीक है। मैंने आपको बोला तुज़क जहांगीरी में जहांगीर कहते हैं कि तिलक लगाया, मोहसिन फ़ानी कहते हैं कि गुरु ने सिर्फ उनके लिए प्रेज ऑफर की, मैकलफ कहते हैं कि आउट ऑफ कंपैशन उन्होंने कुछ पैसे दिए ताकि वो काबुल जा सके। एंड सिख जितने भी आपकी स्टोरीज है, दे मेंशन दैट बिकॉज गुरु वाज आल्सो इंडेबिटेड टू द प्रीवियस मुगल एम्परर्स। सो उनका जो भी अच्छा बिहेवियर था, दैट वाज अ ट्रिब्यूट टू द प्रीवियस मुगल एम्परर्स हु हैड हेल्प्ड इन द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द सिख फेथ। राइट। इम्पोजिशन ऑफ फाइन मैंने आपसे बात की, 2 लाख रुपए जो गुरु ने पे करने से मना कर दिया था। ठीक है जी। उसके बाद हाउ गुरु वॉज मार्टर्ड, दीज 3 ब्यूटिफुल पिक्चर्स पोर्ट्रे हाउ गुरु वॉज मार्टर्ड। एंड गुरु जो है उन्होंने ये सब कुछ ये सोच के जो वो लेते रहे कि रब दा पाना जरा है मीठा लागे, कि दैट इज़ वॉट द गॉड हैज़ ordained for me, and in his order lies my happiness. So that is what he portrayed in this martyrdom. All right, now we did the significance. It's a turning point in the history of the Sikh. सिखों के बीच में यूनिटी लाना, राइट। एंड सिख एंड मुगल्स का जो एक हॉस्टैलिटी का पीरियड है, क्योंकि इससे पहले आप नहीं सुनते हो कि बाबर के टाइम या हुमायूं के टाइम, अकबर के टाइम वो सिख गुरुज को रिस्पेक्ट करते थे। पर अब का समा जो है बिल्कुल अलग है। आप देखोगे कि गुरु हरगोबिंद जी को ग्वालियर किले में कैद कर दिया। गुरु हरगोबिंद जी और शाहजहां में 4 बैटल्स होती हैं। औरंगज़ेब आगे गुरु तेग बहादुर जी को मार्टर करते हैं। हम सुनते हैं मार्टरडम ऑफ द 4 sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So this actually opened a new chapter of prosecution. Sikhism became more popular. Adoption of the new policy by Guru Hargobind Ji, the new policy which talked about the adoption of 2 swords, the Miri and Piri, right? So this, and of course some historians believe the establishment of the independent Sikh state. So this is all I have on the martyrdom. So my request to you will be, listen to this video lecture very carefully, then go back to your book, read your book, and I'm sure the topic will be quite comprehensive. You'll be able to comprehend the topic very well. You'll be able to understand the topic very well. So take good care of yourself, bacho, and study hard, right? Thank you so much. And the next video will be on the details on the Adi Granth Sahib.